Alright guys, sorry it's a bit late, but here we have this month's video. Sorry I missed last month's video. Been a bit busy with school, amongst other things. School just started back up along with a couple of other things that I've been doing. So yeah, here we go. It's going to be a quick little update. So yeah, layout looks a lot different than it did in the update, or the previous update. Used to be the bench work going across there. Well, now it doesn't appear that way. And that's a little wider than it was. And the yard isn't where it was. So if you saw my previous video, you saw the track plans that I had laid out for the layout that I'm building currently. If not, I'll try and see if they're over here. Show those real quick if they are. I don't see them. So yeah, well, here's where we're at. I'll just go over a quick little run around of it, and yeah, I'll show you what's new, what's going on. That is new. Other side's a little messed up. Got that from one of my friends. I'm gonna clean that up, and you know. Let's see what else is new. We got a couple of those Minnesota, Dakota, and Western box cars. I got 2 of those, which honestly I got a good deal on them. I think I paid $30 for 2 of them. Got Walters Gold Line Corn Products funnel flow tanker. Yeah. Let's see. What's this? That's an eBay card. Yep. Oh, I got an SD40-2 as well for my buddy Reed. Yeah. So here we go. I'm gonna get to the inside and I'm gonna do a little walk around. Yep. Duck unders are very obnoxious for the moment. That's because I still got this Peninsula, which is gonna be removed here in a second. Hang on. No. I might have the track plan actually. Nope, apparently not. Okay, well, I guess I'll just show you. Where should I start? I'm going to start at the other end of the layout. So it's obviously not done yet, but that's where we're gonna start the tour. That's gonna be the beginning of the passing siding way down there. That's also where it's gonna duck under. I don't know if you can see, but that's raised right there. It's a 4-inch incline. It's less than a 2% grade. Been testing it forever. That is actually the end of the grade right up there where that line is, and then the bottom is back there. So yeah, anyway, this is gonna be the lower, this is gonna be what the layout typical height is. I think it's 42 inches or something like that. 43 inches with the foam. But yeah, that track's gonna go above it. There's gonna be a cross under scene. Inspired by Wabash, Indiana. I'll put a photo here. And yeah, so I know Wabash does not have a yard lead right next to it, or siding lead. Speaking of which, yard lead is going to come in somewhere around there. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out yet. I might extend it a little further before I do the duck under, just to give it a little more run to make it more realistic. Yep, so there's the yard tracks. It's going to be a 5-track yard. Go ahead and go around to the other side here. Layout building is messy, so please don't judge. So you got the 2 mains over there. Zoom back out. 2 mains over there. Hard to tell, but right there, that's going to be my inbound and outbound tracks. It's just going to be, you know, trains sit there until they can be broken down. These are going to be my classification tracks. I'm going to have 5 of them. And then the inbound, outbounds, I'm sorry, I had a little stroke there or something. Those will be sitting right there. There's going to be 2 of them. And then the mains, obviously. Holy cow, it's not my day. I'm estimating it's going to be about 100 car storage when it's all said and done for the yard classification tracks. We'll see. Nothing ever comes out to what it seems like it will. Yeah, anyway, so the mains wrap around. Well, it's technically a main with a passing siding. I hope to make it long enough to where I can have both trains running continuously, obviously up until they get to the switch point over there, and then I think that'll be double tracked as well up until about there. So hopefully I'll be able to have trains running in opposing directions until they get to that point. The rest of the track where it loops around is going to be a double track or single track. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, yard. Right here's where it all kind of starts. You got your lead right here, switching lead and yard lead. I do have another track that branches off here. I'm not going to lay track just yet because I want to make sure I get the rest of the layout done beforehand. So yeah, that'll probably come in, and it'll be, one will be a yard lead, the other will be a switching lead, whatever. It'll just give me plenty of extra room. But yeah, it branches off. That's where the inbound outbounds are. That's where the yard lead for where it all comes together is right there, right here, single track. But yeah, those will both act as switching leads and yard leads, whatever you need. So yeah, we'll have the 4 tracks going parallel. Might make this a little shallow residential area, who knows, maybe cornfields, we'll see. Just as kind of time goes on. So yeah, double tracked, well, quadruple tracked until about here. Yeah, that just kind of depends. There's going to be a crossover, well, there is a crossover for trains to get from the outer main to the inner main, and then they can branch off. That'll be the leads that go down there. So yeah, that's it for the moment. That'll continue. I'll have it to where you can cross over from this going this way instead of that way like I have right there. That might be over here. We'll kind of see as time goes on. Yeah, that'll be double tracked. Outer main is going to be roughly 28 inches, and then the inner is going to be 22, most likely 24. We'll see. At least for this corner. But yeah, it's going to run double tracked through here, and then that probably will be my crossover. And then I haven't decided yet, but right around in here somewhere, you're going to be able to turn off, and I am going to build a thinner peninsula, more than likely. This is 4 foot, and it's way too wide. Probably 2.5 to 3 foot wide. We'll kind of see. It'll just be a stub-ended peninsula that probably goes well to about where it is now, and that'll be for switching. I'll have some industries along it that trains can go and service, and they'll be able to come back in, and then they'll have to go around the layout and service the grain elevator, whatnot, go all the way around to get into the yard. It'll be a fun operational challenge. So yep, that's what we've got going on in this corner. Grain elevator, I'm not sure how that's going to work itself in yet, but yep, this will all be double tracked all through here. Yep, and then it does kind of funnel in. That's probably not the final piece that's going to go in right there. It'll be a more gradual, because right now there's a large gap in between. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, that's kind of where the double track's going to end more than likely, and mains will go around, and then yeah, it'll be a decently long double track main. So yeah, I'm going to get on to the other side, and I will see you in a second. Alright, we're back, this time on the other side. As I said, that is probably going to be stretched out, just to make it a little better. That will be filled, it bugs me every day. Yeah, so this is definitely a thinner part. It's only 8 inches wide, but you know what, once I add a little, I don't know, an embankment to it, I might cover it with kudzu or trees or something just to kind of break up the scene. More than likely trees. We'll just kind of see what I want to do at that point, when I'm at that point. But yeah, there's the double tracks. Here's the end of the siding that I've got going on. I might extend it out a little further before it starts to duck under. For those of you who don't know, that track is going to go over this lower track, as I've mentioned. Yeah, and then this track is going to start, once it goes behind, it'll start coming up, and then that track will go down. After the crossover scene, it'll be level for a little bit, and then it'll start to do the incline, decline, whatever. You know, and then they'll circle around, and then it's just going to end up looping around it. Who knows? It'll maybe come out to this far, so I'll have plenty of room to do an incline. It might be a little steep, but we'll just kind of see as time goes on. So yeah, I will make this back more than likely accessible, just, you know, just in case. That's why the thinner section is, this will thin down from, I don't know, what is this, 16 inches? It'll thin down from 16 inches to 8 once it gets to the back. And then that part will span out to the 16 inches. And actually what I'm kind of considering is making a track that branches off and starts to incline. Because I'll have the track that's up here, and then I'll have a track down here, maybe, that inclines and then just kind of meets it as it's going down. So that might be my reverse loop. I don't know, we'll kind of see. I don't really want to wire in or model a reverse loop because it's not the most realistic thing for a layout. Real railroads don't run that. But yeah, anyway, it's just going to be a single track peninsula. It'll wrap around and, you know, make it a complete loop. So, yeah, there's the passing siding. I'm very proud of my track laying handiwork over here. Yep. This will be a very good location for rail fanning, this curve. That was one of my first attempts at laying curves by hand. So I'll probably make it a little shallower. I'll probably relay it and make it a little shallower. We'll just kind of see. But yeah, this is a nice, just uncrowded scene, you know, just double tracked. And then it'll duck under. There will probably be a backdrop, just a little one, just to kind of get that backtrack out of the scene. I don't want it to look like trains are running on themselves, basically, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just need to build more bench work, and then I'll do the over and under scene, inspired by Wabash, Indiana, that is. But yeah, there we are. Here's another good view of the yard. Oh, and then something that I discussed was yard leads. Yard's probably going to start funneling back in right about here, hopefully. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have much room for a lead on this end, so kind of have to compromise with that. Unless I don't know, do something else. We'll just kind of see. I could make a lead. I could make it so that it branches back in, and then make a lead that just kind of goes off behind some trees, just to kind of give me a little advantage. I don't know, we'll just kind of see as time goes on. But yeah, I really want the single track scene, the over and under scene, just to be like a very uncrowded area, just kind of to show you, or to kind of model a small town, you know, typical Indiana backcountry, a line that's not traveled very often, not a super heavy traffic line, you know, like our Marion branch here in Indiana that I'm very, very, very loosely modeling. Yeah, so I just want to make it as uncrowded as possible. I might make the yard branch off here and just kind of go back behind some trees and whatnot. We'll see. Once again, this is all kind of I'm still figuring this out. It's one of my first layouts that I've built. Well, it is the first actual layout that I've built, so we'll just kind of see. I'm running low on flex tracks, so that's going to be something else that needs to be purchased. I've just got a couple pieces left in there. But yeah, turnouts, I should be fine on turnouts. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So, yep, there we are. Oh, and then this Mountain Dew, I just got the 2022 Voodoo today. I agree that it tastes like Sour Patch Kids, 100%. But yeah, that's the layout. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.